Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Not Another Crime Podcast.
I'm Georgia Love.
I'm Sammy Peterson.
I'm a journalist.
I am not, but I'll tell you what I am.
What?
I am wearing a shirt with lots of Georgia Love's faces all over it. Can you describe this shirt, G Love?
Yes. So the shirt says G Love.
Mm-hmm.
And then under that, it has 5 pictures of my face,
Yep.
all very unattractive.
Hey, come on now. That's a good friend of mine you're talking about right there.
Thank you for saying that. But the best part about it is it's also got my friend Victoria's face because when I got this shirt made and uploaded the pictures, it didn't cut one of the people out of one of the pictures. So,
It's so good.
got 5 of my faces and one of a friend of mine that you've never met before.
Great balance. What a great balance, really. But I'm wearing this today because on the day of recording, it is the week of G Love's birthday.
Yes, birthday week. If anyone out there doesn't celebrate birthday week.
Yeah, and happy birthday to all that celebrate.
Exactly,
Yeah.
thank you. Birthday week is the best because
Yeah.
you can just claim the whole week.
Yeah, you can claim the
do
whole
it.
week. Went out for a lovely dinner last night.
We did.
That was so nice. I did a spit take last night.
Oh my
Let me
God.
talk about this real quick. I reckon maybe I've done one other spit take in my life,
Can you
and I
please
did one
tell
last night.
people what a spit take is?
Oh, yeah. A spit take is, believe a pornographic term. No, a spit take, come on now.
Yeah.
A spit take is when you take a sip of something. In my case, this was Pinot Noir.
Red wine.
Red
for
wine.
everyone playing along at
Everyone
home.
playing at home. Red or white. I love it when you just go to a place and it's like red or white.
You want red or white? Oh dear,
House?
they're
Oh,
the
God.
options.
What does the house recommend? But I had a big gulp of red wine, and someone made me laugh, and I spat the drink. Now I think you should tell the story from your
From my
perspective
point of
because
view.
I was just having a great time.
There were 6 of us at the table. Sammy and I were next to each other on one side
Yep.
of the table. And
As is my want.
correct.
Yeah.
And my friend Bam was sitting opposite you.
One of the funniest people in the world.
She really
She's
is.
so funny.
She really is. So you took a sip of red wine.
Yep.
And
Near the
she-
end of the night, by the way. This was after a long time. We'd have been having a great time all night.
And Bam said something that made you laugh.
Yep.
And you turned away from Bam, turned your face directly to me,
Yeah.
who was sitting next to you,
Yeah.
and then went and spat red wine all over me.
It was so
And
funny.
in my view, it happened in slow motion.
Yeah, yeah.
She told the joke, you turned slowly to me and spat all over me.
I can't remember spitting. I can't remember doing that because I'm not saying you're a liar. I just can't remember doing it because it's so funny that I turned to you. Because
Why did you do
I don't know. I do not know why I turned to you.
So
Because it was
you
bad enough as it
spit red
was.
wine
A
all over me.
spit take anywhere is bad enough. But that I did it turn to you is so funny.
onto me?
Yeah.
So that was a lovely early birthday present for me, and I do thank you for that.
Oh, an absolute
and I'll send you
pleasure.
the dress when dry cleaning.
Yeah. It was so funny. It was just like Bam just said something. It was like a lull in conversation. And she just went, all right, like it's time to leave. And I just spat everything. It was so funny. Hey, G, as always, we love hearing from the wonderful people that listen to this podcast.
we do.
If you want to write in, sammy@justanothercompany.com.au, you can leave us a voicemail. The website is called a SpeakPipe. All of the links are in the show notes below. G, can people follow us?
They can on Instagram and TikTok at Not Another Crime Podcast.
Yeah.
And they can watch us on YouTube.
They can, absolutely. So you can watch us right now. As always, thank you to Oliver Clark for doing the theme music and Tamsin Hayes for doing the artwork. I feel like I've missed that in a couple of episodes, and I do apologise wholeheartedly.
I don't think either of them listen, so they
No,
would know.
Oliver
And
definitely doesn't.
we know that for sure.
We had him on and he told us. He even forgot that he did the theme music. Now, G, you ready for this week's episode?
Oh, I really am. It has been far too long since you've told me a Thursday.
I know. I know you've been away, and
So
here we
happy
are.
to be back in this chair.
This story is a story of Vincenzo Peruggia.
Ooh.
The Mona Lisa is one of the most famous paintings of all time, but it wasn't always that way. In fact, it wasn't until its theft in 1911 that overnight it went from a masterpiece to a legend.
Really?
This is the story of Vincenzo Peruggia, the man who stole the Mona Lisa.
Wow. So it wasn't Like it was just kind of another painting.
It was just another masterpiece because
just another masterpiece.
Because in the Louvre, a lot of pieces were Italian Renaissance paintings, and they
Vincenzo
were all
Peruggia. No, that doesn't sound Italian.
and they were all really beautiful paintings, and so there were so many that were considered a masterpiece. And I've always kind of wondered that, like, why was it the Mona Lisa in particular that is the most famous painting in the world?
I thought it was because the eyes look like they follow you.
Yes. But that's what one's cut out, and I believe Mr. Bean's standing behind it. I don't know if that's Mr. Bean's thing.
Mr. Bean is so funny.
I've got a reference to Mr. Bean in a moment, s'il vous plaît. Oh, maman, s'il vous plaît.
Maman.
Maman. That is Italian, I believe. The Mona Lisa is a painting by polymath Leonardo da Vinci.
What's polymath?
I'm going to explain. Don't worry about that.
Sorry.
Not the Ninja Turtle, but the original master of art. A polymath, for those playing at home, is an individual whose knowledge spans many different subjects, known to draw on complex bodies of knowledge to solve specific problems. Other polymaths include Albert Einstein, Mary Curie, and, sadly, Elon Musk. Leonardo was also the name of the Ninja Turtle, who was traditionally portrayed as the most mature and disciplined of the turtles, displaying a stoic demeanour and a strong sense of responsibility. Like his brothers, he is named after an Italian Renaissance artist, in this case, Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay.
Little turtle fact.
Thank you.
The Mona Lisa was painted in the early 16th century and believed to be a portrait of a woman by the name of Lisa del Giocondo.
Beautiful.
Who was a noblewoman in the Renaissance time. To date, there has not been a Ninja Turtle named after her, but the spiky-haired smarty pants, or polymath known as Lisa Simpson, is believed to be named after her. None of those, no. But I liked spiky-haired smarty pants. It has been described as the best known, the most visited, the most written about, the most sung about, and the most parodied work of all time, in the world.
Wow.
One of the most famous parodies, of course, is the Mr. Bean meme, known as the Mona Beaner. And that's one of the beautiful portraits.
Just Rowan Atkinson's face.
Yeah, with Ted, sorry.
What's a song about the Mona Lisa?
Nat King Cole? Mona Lisa's Smile. Yeah. Is it called? Yeah. Is that one?
Or is that a movie?
Mona Lisa Smile is a movie with Julia Roberts, of course. Do you want to look up Nat King Cole Mona Lisa? I believe it's a beautiful song. You can play a moment of it, s'il vous plaît. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. The Mona Lisa is one of the most valuable paintings in the world. It holds the Guinness World Record for the highest known painting insurance value in history at US $100 million in 1962.
Whoa!
Equivalent to $1 billion as of 2023.
Nat King Cole's song is called simply Mona Lisa.
Oh.
And the lyrics, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You are so like the lady with the mystic smile. It is only because you're lonely. Oh, it's a sad song.
It's a sad song. Well, we could play a little bit at the end. That'd be nice.
Nat King Cole also sings a song written about me and my family.
Love.
L is for the way you look.
Was that was the Bachelorette ad, wasn't it?
Yes, how do you remember
You
that?
showed me.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, while there have been many things stated about the Mona Lisa over the years, there are few certainties about it. It is believed that the piece was commissioned by her husband, a wealthy Florentine silk merchant, Francesco, but seems to have been kept by Leonardo for some reason. So it's very weird that Leonardo kept it when it was commissioned by the husband. Yeah.
It's a bit sexy.
I find it kind of funny that you commission an artwork and the artist keeps it. It's not very clear what went on there. The painting is thought to have been commissioned for their new home and to celebrate the birth of their son, and Andrea. Probably Andrea. Andrea
Bocelli with Mona Lisa's son.
I don't think that's a Ninja Turtle.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
The painting ended up somehow in France with Leonardo while he was working there. Leonardo died in France, and the painting ended up with his assistant and longtime partner, and then in the hands of the French court for centuries. After the French Revolution, the painting ended up in the Louvre as part of the public art collection of France.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, it's much smaller.
So small.
It's small, isn't it?
Yeah, and the queue's really weird because you do queue up for a very long time to see it, and it's very hard to get up the front to actually see it. I don't know if it's changed in the last few years, but yeah, it's tiny. A lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Just because it's
So
famous,
famous.
you think it's going to be grand.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, it's only about A4 size, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah. The artwork was said to be a masterpiece of Italian Renaissance art and was a source of national pride. A lot of Italian people were enraged that it ended up as part of the French public art collection. A lot of the paintings that were considered masterpieces were actually stolen by the French.
Oh.
Those damn pesky French. Now, as I said before, after the French Revolution, the painting was moved to the Louvre, but spent a brief period of time in the bedroom of Napoleon.
What?
I'm, of course, talking here about Napoleon Bonaparte, not Napoleon Dynamite, who, as far as my research could take me, were not the same person.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I am learning a lot
I know.
this episode.
So it ended up in Napoleon Bonaparte's bedroom, which is just so bizarre that he just loved it. I don't know.
Why are these men just keeping this
His
picture
private art collection
of this woman?
So weird. So this masterpiece was just hanging in Napoleon's bedroom, which is wild, but this time the Mona Lisa was not really known outside of the art world.
Right. Can you please tell the listeners about what your childhood dog's name was?
Napoleon.
And what was his kennel called?
Napoleon's Bonapartement.
It's very good.
Very fun. It was, of course, a masterpiece, but there were many paintings considered masterpieces at this time, and no one knew it would go on to be the most famous painting in the world. In 1911, the painting was still not popular among the lay public. In fact, many of the French were turning their noses up at it. Again,
like the French.
Those pesky French. This backstory is just to explain a little bit about the origins of the painting, but of course, we need to get to the main event of this episode.
Oh, please.
The damn theft. In 1911, at 7 a.m., the Louvre opened for staff members as usual. Vincenzo Peruggia walked up to the Mona Lisa, put it under his schmock, and walked right out.
So hang on, he was a staff member.
He had worked there for a time, yeah. He was disguised as a worker. He had experience working there and took it right out. He was undetected and got away with it.
He just picked up the painting off the wall, put it under his smock, and walked out of the Louvre.
He hurried into a staircase, wrapped it up possibly in his schmock. He took it out of its protective box and stashed the box and frame in the stairwell, and he walked out with just the canvas.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so not actually the frame itself or the casing, which they have for many different reasons, but the casing. But actually just took it out under his schmock.
Stop saying schmock. It's not a word.
There are conflicting accounts of how he did it. A lot of people say that Vincenzo actually slept in the Louvre all night long before stealing the painting. But this actually seems to be muddled up with a journalist who actually did that to prove a point.
What point?
The journalist tried to point out that the security at the Louvre was terrible and that anyone could sneak in there and sleep there overnight.
That's a bit like the famous Ben Stiller movie, Night at the Museum.
It's very similar to that.
The
Le Museum, I believe. Yeah.
Well, hang on. What's it? Oh, gallery, not museum. Gallery.
They proved their point, but somehow someone still walked out later on with the Mona Lisa.
Oh, so this journalist that was proving the point was before
this.
Oh my God!
And security didn't ramp up at all.
No, wow.
The painting that was soon to become the most famous in the world. So who the damn well heck was this person?
Can you not swear anymore,
Sorry about
please?
that. I do apologise for that. Vincenzo was born in 1881. So if he were alive today, he would be 144 years old.
Is he alive today?
No. Which would make him the oldest person in the world, which I found quite amazing. Having said that, famous polymath Aristotle was actually born in 384 BCE. So if he were alive today, he would be even older.
Oh, my God. You're doing a lot of polymaths right now.
Doing a lot of polymaths. Thank you for saying that. Vincenzo's birth name was Pietro.
Oh.
At some point, he started going by Vincenzo, which is fun.
Why?
We don't know a lot about his upbringing, really, but we do know that he was Northern Italian and moved to Paris to work as a tradesman with glass. He always wanted to be an artist and had dreams of being in the arts, but ended up working in a trade to pay the bills, and he actually made security cases and frames for the Louvre.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it was said that he actually worked on the protective casing that housed the Mona Lisa.
Which is why he knew how easily to get it apart, I guess.
Just under a schmuck. His employment came to an end somewhere close to the theft, but by this time, he had already formed a plan to go and take the Mona Lisa.
Even before he was fired?
Yeah.
It wasn't a retaliation to...
No.
So was he fired, or is he just, he'd done all the work?
Not sure.
Up?
Yeah, it's hard to know. Hard to know what happened there. But what was his motivation? Well, he believed that a famous Italian Renaissance artist like Leonardo da Vinci should have his work displayed in an Italian museum. Even though it wasn't necessarily stolen in the first place, it was believed to have actually been gifted by Leonardo da Vinci to the King of France, but still believed that it shouldn't be displayed in Paris. A lot of the work in the Louvre was actually looted. Napoleon had stolen a lot of paintings and artworks, and this frustrated Vincenzo more and more.
Just because he just didn't like
he didn't like the French, particularly since he was working at the Louvre and he would see these Italian paintings daily. Vincenzo at one point said to his colleagues that the most famous paintings in the museum were Italian, but his workmates just laughed it off and didn't think that he was going to do anything about it.
Yes, because why would you? It's so bizarre.
Now, it was possible for the painting being taken down from the wall because if there's any kind of evacuation, like a fire, it would have to be taken down, so it wasn't impossible to take off the wall.
I've never thought about that. What happened if there was a fire in a gallery or a museum?
Yeah, and it had to be like mountable, so you could actually just take it down, particularly for some people who helped install it in the first place. So that was Vincenzo. It was a full 24 hours before anyone noticed that the painting was even gone.
Oh my God. Imagine now. Now with how famous it is, there's no way.
They realised when a student painter turned up to paint a copy of the Mona Lisa. He asked why the Mona Lisa wasn't even there. He wasn't sure if it was in storage, but alerted the security, and that's when they realised it had been stolen. So the journalist was right. The security were not great.
It was not very good.
This kind of goes to demonstrate that it wasn't as popular back then.
Yeah.
It was one masterpiece in a museum full of masterpieces. Once the theft was made public, people turn up at the blank space where the artwork once was and they admire it. People were laying flowers to commemorate the Mona Lisa, and it was a really big deal. People turned up in droves to look at some screws in the wall where a painting once sat.
I feel like that encapsulates the wankiness of art altogether.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's just as popular to look at as the actual piece. And I'm very sorry. I don't know or understand anything about art, so I don't know if that was offensive to say to people who love it, but I mean, come on.
Come on. There was a great deal of panic and a huge media storm. It was described as a massive uh-oh.
That's a big old uh-oh.
That's a big old uh-oh. The director of the museum said to the press that the Mona Lisa stolen was essentially valueless. You could never be able to sell it and get away with it. The police began an investigation.
Well, there was no dark web back then.
No, exactly.
As far as I know.
No, I don't think there was.
Yeah,
no, we'll check
in
that.
1911.
The city was completely locked down. No one could get out of Paris.
Wow.
There was also a lot of money offered for its safe return. Police interviewed employees and tried to find as many suspects as possible. There was a contractor who helped Vincenzo out. Vincenzo had gone down into the stairwell, but then reached a door he couldn't get through. So he's just standing there with the Mona Lisa under his schmuck, unsure of how he could get out. He had some tools on him and actually removed the doorknob, but a contractor saw him, and Vincenzo said the door handle had come off and the contractor just let him out. After walking out, he got a bus.
Oh, my God.
And then realised he took the wrong bus. So got off and caught a taxi to his apartment. He'd officially done it. French poet William Apollinaire came under suspicion and was arrested and imprisoned.
Why? Do you know why he was under suspicion?
No, but he actually implicated his best friend, Pablo Picasso, who was brought in for questioning.
What?
There
Hang on, was Picasso around? I have not.
I know.
My concept of time when it comes to like famous.
It's also like Einstein
figures.
died in like 1955, and you go,
No.
what? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Look it up right now.
Oh, that was beautiful. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
Einstein was around in the 50s.
Yeah, yeah, because there's like photos of him like in classrooms and everything. You go, what the hell? Like these, yeah, look it up. It's wild that Albert Einstein died in 1955.
1955.
Yeah, so yeah,
What?
you think that these people were around a lot, at a completely different time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I am genuinely learning a lot today.
So these two were avant-garde men about the time and believed to have pulled a prank like this. So they kind of Picasso would pull a prank like this. Pablo also
Sinatra.
well, Pablo had also stolen 2 sculptures from the Louvre at the time.
Are you kidding me?
No.
What on earth is this story?
Someone else had stolen it and given it to him, so it was like, it wasn't me. Picasso was guilty, but not of stealing the Mona Lisa. Both were then exonerated. The real culprit was Louvre employee Vincenzo Peruggia, who had helped construct the painting's glass case. Police believed it would have been an inside job and actually interviewed Vincenzo at the time.
Oh.
They had his fingerprints on file from a previous crime. He left his fingerprints on the glass but somehow never joined the dots. There were a lot of clues missed.
Well, but his fingerprints would be.
They would be because
he
was a worker
constructed
there.
it.
That's right. Yeah, there was also a cruise ship interviewed, so a cruise ship was leaving, and people went to stop that cruise.
What, they interviewed everyone on the ship?
Yeah.
Or the ship itself?
I don't know. Yeah, probably the ship itself. Police were terrified that it'll be taken out of the country. Vincenzo kept the painting in his apartment in Paris. But how long do you think?
4 weeks.
For 2 years.
What? Why will these men just got this painting in their rooms as well? This is so creepy.
Police were at a dead end and didn't know what to do to take this any further. The media storm suddenly winds down. In 1913, Vincenzo decided to move back to Italy. He took a train to Florence with the Mona Lisa just in his luggage.
Oh my God.
He was going to bring the painting home.
Well, that was kind of meant to be the whole point, wasn't it?
Yeah. He then decided to take it to the state of Italy. He was expecting a reward for his patriotism. He contacted an art dealer in Florence under a fake name to put the feelers out there. Like, what if I had the Mona Lisa? What would you say about that? He asked if they would like to have it back. Immediately, alarms were raised. Very quickly, he was arrested.
Oh, my God.
Vincenzo later served in the Italian army, but not a lot was known about Vincenzo's later years. The public perception of the Mona Lisa, once returned, completely changed. The reputation was elevated and it became the most reproduced artwork in history. People would absolutely flock to it. Today, 5,000 people attend the Louvre every hour.
Every hour?
Every hour.
Holy shit.
The Mona Lisa is the most famous part of the of the Louvre. The fanfare was absolutely enormous when it returned. It was a massive win for France. Not many people believe that Vincenzo did the right thing. No one could have predicted the series of events, but somehow Vincenzo catapulted this artwork into the goddamn stratosphere.
For France. Which is very ironic because that's the opposite of what he wanted to do.
It is a much loved and respected and iconic artwork today. The theft actually pushed it beyond art lovers and finally to the wider public who could see why it was so appreciated. Today you can see it on coasters, on mugs, on doorway beads, pens, bobbleheads, mouse pads, and many, many prints all around the world. And that, G, is a very brief overview of the Mona Lisa theft. Vincenzo Peruggia.
Oh, so he went to jail, I guess.
Yeah, he did,
And then just served his time and then went
That's right.
into the army.
Went to the army, yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, going to the army makes sense because he was very patriotic.
Very patriotic, yeah. Isn't that amazing, though, that he could somehow, I guess, it's so funny that a journalist, slept there overnight. Was like, the security's no good. And they went, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. We won't change it.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we won't change it, though.
He just walked out with it, got on a bus.
Yeah. Under what?
his smock.
His schmuck. So it's just so fascinating to me, and I kind of love it. There's so many layers there. Pablo Picasso's involved.
my gosh.
But isn't it funny? Like looking up, like when you actually look into history like that, you go 1955 when Einstein died. You go, holy shit! Like that doesn't really make sense.
In my mind, Picasso would have been around the same time as Da Vinci and Monet were all around the same time, just because they're old famous artists, which is so ignorant.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, how weird that Picasso was part of this story. The whole thing is strange.
Yeah, the whole thing is strange. I actually looked into Einstein because I'm going to do Yahoo Serious as a story.
Yes, you keep teasing that.
But I really want to talk about Yahoo Serious sometime soon. And I think we should do it with the great James Clement because I think he has such a history with film and he would love that. But basically, he was inspired to make his film Young Einstein because of the famous portrait of, I think it's a portrait or a photo of Einstein with his tongue out.
Is that a real picture?
I don't know. I don't know if it actually is or not. So I'm going to do some research on that to find out if it is. But then I looked up and I was like, what? Like, if that was true, when did he die? And I was like, 1955. I was like, he was around a lot later than I actually thought he was.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then even this, the fact that the Mona Lisa was only got fame in 1911.
Yeah. Well, 1913 when it actually came back. Well, in 1911 originally, and then 1913 there was big fanfare.
I suppose that does make sense though. Like right now, I don't know any artworks in the National Gallery of Victoria.
Yeah, no.
But if one was stolen or went missing, everyone would know about it because it makes the news and everything. And
there's added value to it. You go, okay, well, must be very important.
It's funny, though, that it's still the world's most famous, even though that happened 110 years ago. Wow. I don't think Vincenzo must have had many friends.
Yeah.
And my reasoning for that thought is because if it was just in his apartment
for
2 years,
is that the Mona Lisa?
Surely someone said, because they weren't making reprints of it then.
No. Like a few students were kind of painting it at the time to go, that was a big thing for students at the time. And I think today that go into the any art gallery and
just repaint.
Yeah, to kind of learn how to do it and recreate. But
what's your favourite artwork?
I don't really have a favorite artwork really. I mean, I really like the painting on the wall that you got me, the drawing there of there's a wine glass.
The wine glass that's being overfilled and it says "Tell me when."
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of that sort of stuff than I am of a portrait of someone or a landscape. Like I can appreciate how lovely they are.
Yeah.
But what's the guy the guy that used to paint on TV, like he was a really famous.
Oh, yes.
And there's a documentary about him.
Oh, hang on, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can hear in the ad
Bob
the
Ross?
old lady. Yes,
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's I can appreciate what goes into an artwork and it's fascinating to watch someone do it, but it's just not something like I would never look at an artwork. I'm the same with wine and stuff though. I go, that's really nice. Yeah. I don't really understand
why
I wouldn't pay that much for it, but I like it. What about you? Have you got a favourite artwork?
I don't think so. Not like not like a famous one like that.
Not the one that sticks out that you're like, oh, I love Pablo Picasso's blah blah blah.
Maybe like I guess like the art like on the roof of the Sistine Chapel. Would be like that would be something I'd go, oh wow, that's amazing.
Who painted that?
I do know this one. I'm so ignorant today. It was Michelangelo.
That's right. And who is he?
A turtle.
Yeah, he's one of the turtles. He's on Turtle Brothers.
One of them turtle guys.
What do you think of the turtles? They're kind of cool.
I think the turtles are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're sick.
Were they crime fighters or crime committers? I have a lot of questions.
Crime fighters. Last night, we're talking to your friend Bam. But when I did the spit take, I was talking to her about like she worked at the project, and I was like, "What famous people have you met then?" And she said something else. Have you ever met Squidward?
You're an idiot.
Oh, you've met famous people, then Homer Simpson.
I can confirm that's what he asked her, straight faced. That
What
was the
famous
first
people
thing
you
that came to his mind. She said, "What famous people have you met?" And she goes, "Oh." I'm trying to think who would have come through the green room.
Yeah.
And as she was thinking, you said, Squidward? Did you meet Squidward?
Have you ever met Squidward? Yeah, you haven't met anyone famous. You've met Squidward.
Can I tell you a story that I held off telling last night at dinner?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Which means that the other people that were at dinner with us have to listen to this to get the story.
Yep.
So the reason I want to tell it last night is because someone ordered a vodka martini with a twist, right? So that is my friend Arba, who lives in New York, who I saw when I was away recently. That's his drink of choice.
Oh, right.
When we were on the cruise ship, he ordered the first night at dinner a vodka martini with a twist. So a twist is...
I don't really know what it is. It's a dance, isn't it?
Like,
they pour you a vodka martini and then they do a dance.
No, that's not actually.
Okay.
It's a little like a twist of lemon rind.
Oh,
they peel off a
right.
bit of lemon peel, and it's in the martini. So the martini came out. Well, a drink came out and was poured out of like a cocktail shaker, and poured into a glass, and it was bright pink. And then the waiter walked off, and Arba said, "What did you order?" And I said, "Oh, I've just got a vodka soda coming." And he was like, "Well, whose drink's that? The pink one?" I went, "I don't know. It's not mine. What did you order?" And he said, "A vodka martini with a twist." And so when the waiter came back over, Arba said, "Oh, sorry, what drink is that?" And he said, "It's yours." And it was one of the restaurants on the cruise ship,
right?
And a lot of the staff members are not. Like it's an American company. We'd left from America, but they weren't like a lot of the staff members weren't American.
Right.
And I feel like it's a very kind of cool New York drink.
Yes. Yeah.
So Arba said, "Oh, no, I ordered a vodka martini with a twist." And the waiter said, "Yes, I've put my twist on a vodka martini."
Oh my God, that is so funny. With a twist, with your own twist. That is amazing. And the doorbell is going off right now.
Isn't that amazing? He didn't know what with a twist meant. So rather than asking, he said, "I guess he just wants a twist on a classic martini."
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't that the best?
That's so funny. Hey, everyone, we're going to go, but we'll see you soon.
Bye.